Hey guys, it's KSJ with something new today, and today I'm going to show you how to put in a Delta Windermere. It's a shower unit, so basically we have just the shower head and the faucet, but we're gonna replace the whole the cartridge holder and everything. So I'll be stopping and pausing and playing this as I start taking things apart. I've already taken some of it apart, but I'm going to kind of show you like what we're working with here. So all this will make sense here in a second. So we also have here's the whole housing unit. So I'm going to show you about this. Sometimes you take these plastic things off before installation, but most of them you leave these on until it's installed, so this way it's not sticking out too far or it's sucked in too far. So this is kind of like your guideline, so when you put this faceplate on, it's not like leaving you a gap, or it's if it's pushed in too much, it's going to be not enough, and all this stuff won't like go in correctly. So all right, let me show you the shower unit now. Okay, so here it is. So this is where your shower head's at. I already replaced or took out the old one, put the new one in, and this is kind of what it looks like before I cut everything, but I'll just show you. So what I recommend, if you're going to keep all your same piping the same, I would definitely recommend unscrewing this and screwing a new one in, just so it gives you something stable to go ahead and screw this down into. So I kind of got it at this point to where I need to get the pliers on it and just get another half turn in here so it's angled downward. And all I did here, because this is old, as you can tell, this is definitely old school. We first attempted to look at just like the cartridge, just as called the cartridge. Now, if you have a newer unit, you don't need a whole this whole like assembly. You just need this cartridge piece that goes in here, and then you don't have to mess with all this. But because this house is a little bit older, I made a cut here, and obviously right there. So I did that, and here we are. This bottom nut here, that's if you're gonna have, if you're like in a tub, you have like a faucet down below. So that's what that would go for. So the new one obviously doesn't look like this, and yeah, that's that. Just want to make a slight correction. What we were going to do is buy a trim kit for this valve, but because this valve is so old, they don't make trim kits for it any longer. So we're replacing the whole thing. And set that down right there. And here's what the new ones look like. And also I want to make a mention that it was way easier. So I started off with the Sawzall, then I was going to use the, like a grinder. Of course, we always have these that we could use. But I really found that it was simple, so simple just to use the multi-tool. Just the cheap Harbor Freight one. They make nice ones, but basically do the same thing. You won't get a boo-boo on your finger like I did with that thing when I did the window motor. You can see another video on that. But yeah, you can touch these. They vibrate. They just vibrate insane. But you can touch them with your finger and not get cut or anything. So, but it was great. Cut right through this like butter. It was super simple. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it. Next, you're going. The light is way too bright here. Wow, that's like way bright. Anyways, next what you're going to do is you're going to want to file these. So make sure you file the outside and the inside just to get any kind of burrs that are on here. But we're going to be using shark bite fittings. So that's why you want it to be smooth and sanded, basically, around this edge. Okay, so what I did is I put these on there. They're not Shark Bites as like the name brand, but they're similar to it. Aqualux, probably 25% cheaper, overall. So I use this one. That's gonna go on the straight. Jeez, oh Pete, the kid's screaming crazy out there. Anyways, and then these ones, they actually, you know, they move a little bit. So I already tightened them down. Remember, whenever you put on tape, you know, plumber's tape, things like this, on your threads, always go clockwise, because when you screw it down, it's going clockwise, and you want the tape to tighten with it, not get bunched up or unravel. It won't really matter a whole lot, but just best to do that. So then, yeah, so basically push down, push this one up right there. Already sanded everything, filed everything down, so I'll be back. Okay, so I just pushed this in. I did, basically, I went to go cut this wood out right here, because this is back here, and come to find out they just glued this on here in the back. And I think it was so this could rest, the old one could rest on top of this wood, but I was going to notch this out. I was going to notch that out, basically, and then it just vibrated right off. But anyways, so push this down in there. Got the hot and the cold. And I just did that one. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the water now and see if there's any leaks. All right, so just did a water test. Everything's looking good. We're good here. We're good here. We're good up here. Had to go ahead and put to get this straight. So we got a little bit of some water coming out, but I had to touch that up a little bit. Had to put the big boys on there to get this thing straight and tight, or actually get it just to get it down. But that's what. Hopefully this cover can cover most of it, but if not, a little bit of paint. It's really that big of an eyesore. Alrighty, so put this back piece on. Remember, counterclockwise for your tape. Just screw this on finger tight, and then I had to use the pliers to go ahead and just crank it down just a little bit. Left a little bit of a mark there. Again, if it's that big of a deal, go ahead and you know, put tape on it. So next is just literally just sliding this on with this particular unit. There's a little rubber piece here that goes on here. That goes on. This is just universal. I mean, it can go in anyway, but that just lets this be snug. There we go. So next, we're going to put this on. Delta on the bottom. Just like so. Screw it on here. Then we're going to put our screws in here. Put the handle on. Should be good. Okay, I wanted to show you guys. For my application, I had to put a screw in here just so as I screwed this in here, it wouldn't pull it forward. So this stops it from basically pulling forward as I screw this on here. If that makes sense. Alrighty, so got this on here. Screwed that on. We have this up here. Basically just need to put on this handle and it's a done deal. All right, got it all on. Let's go ahead and test it out. Looks pretty. Yeah, that's basically it. She's working. All right, guys. Thank you. KSJ out.